Hi, I'm Stephanie Strange, and this is my YouTube channel where I talk about the paranormal, strange, and do scary story times. You can check out my videos on my live scary story Reddit times at the end of the video, but today I wanted to share with you guys something so strange. Have you ever felt that the algorithm on TikTok is a little bit almost too accurate? Now, I know devices will eavesdrop or spy or even like get data when you're searching the web. You might be looking at something on Amazon, some shoes, and then the next day they just show up on your algorithm. But that's not what I want to talk to you guys about today. What I really want to get into is how weird some things can really get. I'm talking about the things that you're not talking about out loud. I'm talking about the things that you're not talking to your friends about. You're not searching on your phone or anything like that. It almost like it's reading your mind. This happened to me when I had gone to Lincolnton, North Carolina, and made a whole story on this shop called The Odd Duck.
Do you have a taste for the unusual? And are you looking for something different in a store? Then step inside the Odd Duck store. This is located in a small town in Lincolnton, North Carolina. There is all strange and unusual things, from antiques to a horror section where you can get books, movies, and so on of the horror genre. There's also a section of Bigfoot and UFOlogy and all that fun jazz, and also a very tragic but unsolved cases in the small town. Also, there's this vault that has some haunted items, so beware. They change this out every 4 to 6 months, but I had a very fun, unique experience here. So if you're ever here in this little small town, check it out.
Now, when I was talking to the shopkeeper about the things that I do online and things that I'm really interested in and why I was in that little town, he said, I have something for you. Hold up one second, you're gonna love this.
I know that sounds, I'm glad that you said what you said, because I'm like, I feel I'm being dramatic and I'm not trying to feel dramatic about that.
It didn't surprise me.
He takes me to this vault and he opens the door. I had jumped back because I was so scared of the energy that just burst out there. Now, some of you know this, some of you don't. I am a psychic medium. I'm on the Mysteries Decoded show as a psychic medium for them, and I've been on the Halloween special as a psychic medium. And so that is the part of me that I don't do much content on, but if you are interested in, me making more content on that, let me know down below. So then he shows me inside the vault. I get to feel the energy in there, and I hated it. I hated the energy in there. And I made a video, posted it on TikTok.
I saw this little boy come out, and it turns out that there's these dolls. Watch. Do you feel the energy? These two little dolls look like the boy. I also want to note that not all the dolls in this room are haunted. Some of these are just old antique dolls, but some of them are haunted, like the one in the little glass, on the top glass right there.
Posted it on Facebook, posted it on Instagram, but TikTok, of course, has a really creepy algorithm, which is what made TikTok what we know today. So I get stitched from a user.
Haunted items in there, and he usually says that mediums react to it in a certain particular way.
Okay, I'm not one to get freaked out real easily, but I'm freaked out. So in that video, there's this doll. This one right here. Better picture, that one. So this doll showed up at my parents' house. Nobody knows where it came from. My parents had sold the house, left the doll in the house because the guy had younger care. It's a porcelain doll. It's an antique porcelain doll. My parents thought that my great-grandparents got it for me, and they didn't because I have that doll. They left that house, left it in that house in Texas, moved to Mississippi. They literally sent me pictures of it last week in an antique shop in Mississippi. And then this video comes across my TikTok. When I tell you I don't get freaked out easily, but no, I don't do this shit.
The house that she grew up in, where they left the doll, was her grandparents' house in Texas. And they decided to leave that doll behind because no one knows where that doll came from.
So I'm going to have to say something about this. First off, does not surprise me. In the slightest, does not surprise me. Second thing, this doll showed up at my parents' house with no provocation. Just showed up. When I was moving out on my own into my very first apartment, I was 19 because I tried the college thing, and your girl's not built for college. Well, I wasn't built for Bible college. We'll just say that. So anyways, they was moving out my first apartment. My mom tried to give it to me. I said, oh, that's not my doll. And my mom goes, yes, it is. Your Mama May gave it to you, which is my great grandmother. I said, no, Mama May did not give that to me. That's been here since before I can remember. And she goes, huh. Nobody in the family knows where this doll came from. My brother is 10 years younger than me, so he wouldn't have been old enough to go out and buy an antique porcelain doll. My dad thinks porcelain dolls are creepy. He would never. He's bought me one porcelain doll in his entire life, and it wigged him out. He had to put it face down while waiting to wrap it up for Christmas. My grandmother didn't have anything to do it. My grandmother didn't live with my parents. She had her own house, so there's that piece. But yeah, it just showed up out of nowhere. My parents, about 6 months ago, finished a move to Mississippi. They were moving there because my grandfather had lung cancer and he could breathe better with the salinity in the air. Well, lung cancer turned into bone cancer and cancer took him from us. So, they just now finished up their move. They left that doll in the house. The house was bought by a really nice man. He has grandkids, so they said, well, we'll leave some things that we think that the grandkids would like. And it's an antique porcelain doll, so you never know. So they left that doll in that house. I was there the last day they were there and can say, I shut the door on the house. I know that doll was in the house. 100%, no questions, that doll was in the house. February 6th is when that text message was from, so it's been a couple weeks. February 6th, my mom sends me a picture of the doll and goes, somehow it made it to Mississippi. And I said, no, don't buy it. Don't buy it. No. That thing always freaked me out because I swear its head would change when you walked in a room. My mom said it didn't. But you ever get the feeling like something's watching you. It watched me. So anyways, there's that. And then I see this video today. I'm a little wigged out. This is one of several stories of the happenings within my parents' house. They lived in a property that had high water table and utility lines running through it. So it was kind of primed, even if you're remotely sensitive, you would feel something.
Maybe the doll, and if that is the doll, could it be that the doll is so attached to that family, to her, that it's almost speaking to her through the algorithm? Because after all, while we may think of phones, devices as electronics, and that's why some people even shy away from using a spirit box app or another ghost hunting equipment app on a device, it's all energy. At the end of the day, some people would argue that spirits are a way that we can communicate with them through electricity, through energy. That's how ghosts are able to stay in this plane. That's why a lot of people use these devices that were maybe used to measure electricity, magnetic fields. So why would that be different through phones? Now, maybe the doll found its way to her through the algorithm. I don't know, maybe that could be a stretch, but it is really creepy how the series of events panned out, and therefore she was able to see my video. Is a doll trying to connect with her? Maybe it's just a weird coincidence. Who knows? My philosophy, too many coincidences are not coincidences after a while. So that's all I have for you guys today with the spooky story time on here. I want to do more ghost stories on YouTube. So if you guys have any recommendations or want to hear any stories that you want to see on YouTube, let me know down below. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye, stay strange.